Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to be doing our first Mace movement ever, our 360, but we are going to put it in our half kneeling position. The standing Mace 360 takes our top hand past our opposite ear. This is our most important and most fundamental Mace movement that we do. Top hand past opposite ear, big swing, making a circle around the head. We are going to take that movement and we are going to put it into a half kneeling position. The benefit of doing this is that it helps people isolate their hip because most people have very bad hips. One way to take care of that is doing kettlebells, two-handed, the two-handed swing, the clean, all those other things, and to do kneeling movements. You put your knee on the ground and you allow your hip to move in a circle, isolating one hip at a time and then changing sides. We're going to use my favorite Rogue ab mat on the ground here. You don't need a Rogue ab mat, but I've had 3 knee surgeries, so I am not super keen on driving my knee into the ground for multiple minutes at a time if I can help it. Top hand, opposite leg. Top hand, lead leg, top hand, rear leg. The important thing here is to make sure that you have the correct distance, that you're not going to crush the back of your leg. So my hands are all the way down, my thumb is on the back of my shirt, and the club is not crushing my leg. That is the important part. Check that distance first so that you make sure that when you do your 360, that big heavy iron ball isn't going to slam into the back of your calf. Top hand, opposite ear. Let's rotate, give it a little view from the other side. Top hand, opposite ear. Top hand, rear leg. What you're going to notice is when the mace is behind me, my hip is going to drive forward a little bit. That's what we want. What we're trying to do is to get our body to stop doing this with our hip back and our body lean forward. We're trying to trick our body into loading hip forward, spine back, glute on. We did top hand, opposite leg, but we can also change hands and have top hand, opposite ear with the down leg. We do consider these 2 separate variations and we give them each their own practice time. Instead of top hand, rear leg, top hand, down leg. We have left hand, right leg, right hand, right leg, and then we have the opposite of that, which would be right hand, left leg, and the opposite direction of that, which would be left hand, left leg, past the opposite ear. You should be really good at your standing 360 before you do this, but this exercise is very important. The problem that most people have in the modern world is they fail to stand up. They don't stand all the way up, which is what we're always talking about on this channel. Kettlebells, clubs, and maces try and trick us into standing all the way up. If you're here, then your back is probably going to hurt. This is where the majority of people live, and they move throughout their day like this, and their hip never moves all the way forward. The reason we are putting our knee on the ground is we are trying to create that resting position. If we do this with the knee floating up off the ground, then people don't get the hip mobility. They focus on the horrible leg pain from holding a static contraction in a lunge, and they tend to tip forward even more. They get worse instead of getting better. They are 2 separate drills. Knee up is a different drill that comes after the knee down drill. There are 4 versions of this. They each get a minute in your Mace program so that you can work on isolating those hips and moving in all the directions. This has been Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica.